Welcome to AppAbility. Our goal is to provide you with short instructional videos and app reviews. Today we're going to look at a prompting app from AbleLink called Visual Impact. The purpose of a prompting app is to break down a skill or a task into steps, so an individual can follow along through a step-by-step process to complete their goal. So let's take a peek.
Please tap the topic you would like to view.
So here on the home screen we have 3 pre-programmed tasks from AbleLink. We can turn these off in the settings, but we're gonna make our own task here, so we're not really concerned about these. So I'm going to click on the eye in the upper right hand corner. That takes us to the settings page. We can do a bunch of stuff in here. We can hide the learning library. This is additional content that you can download that's pre-programmed. Show the settings button. Get activity notifications sent to us. So if we click on yes here, we can type in our email address in this line, and when something happens with the task, it'll send us an alert. Can hide the video controls and fit images to screen, prevent accidental double taps. That's pretty important on this app, especially if our iPad's not very responsive to our touch or our individual's touch. And then we can kind of customize how it looks down here by showing and hiding buttons. And of course we can turn off the instructional message. Today we're going to look at making a new task. We're going to do that over here in this section. So here's our tasks that were pre-programmed in. So I'm just going to go ahead and we can hide all of these. So I'm just going to hide them. And I'm going to make a new task. And I'm going to call that task making sauce. And here's button talk. And we're going to record in an audio prompt here. And this happens when you touch the button for one time. It'll play the cue, and then if you hit it again, it'll play the step prompt, and it'll take you into the task. So we're going to record in our cue. Let's make sauce. Then down here you can see the open library. This is for photos. So I'm going to just pick a couple of photos out of my camera roll here to use. And then we're going to do the task audio. That is what plays when the task is actually launched. It's time to make sauce. Let's wash our hands. It's time to make sauce. Let's wash our hands. It conveniently plays back for you, so you can review it. And then you hit add step down here. That takes us to step 1. You can leave it named step 1, or I try to do something a little more descriptive. I'm going to use Siri here and see if this works. Let's get the pan from the cabinet. That worked. Let's get the pan from the cabinet. That was my step audio. Let's get the pan from the cabinet. And then we can put a video in here for this step, but this step we're not going to do it. We're going to put in another photo here. Then we're going to add a step. Step 2. Put the pan on the stove. And it didn't pick up my put. So I'm just going to put that in there. My step audio is going to be the same. Put the pan on the stove. Put the pan on the stove. And I'm just going to open up another photo here, put it in. Here we go. I'm running out of photos. And we're going to add a step. Step 3. Let's add the sauce. All right, I'm going to take it. It said add the sauce. Add the sauce. For my step audio. Add the sauce. And I'm going to add a video in here. And then I'm going to open my library and just put a little placeholder. I'm out of photos here, but we're going to use this one again. Then we're going to finish. So here we go. We're back into the settings page. There's our making sauce right here, highlighted. This upload function that you see here is not going to be available in the consumer version of this app. This is for a corporate version, unfortunately. So I'm going to close this out with the close button. So I'm going to click it once for the button talk.
Let's make sauce.
And when I click it again, it takes us into the task.
It's time to make sauce. Let's wash our hands.
So here's our task. I'm going to hit start.
Let's get the pan from the cabinet.
I'm going to hit next and just keep going through. And down here you see the buttons, the back. If I hit back,
it's time to make sauce. Let's wash our hands.
Takes us to the first task.
Let's get the pan from the cabinet.
And those are the buttons we could hide in that settings page.
Put the pan on the stove.
And then here's our video.
So for demo purposes, we could say, get out your...
And that's me, that's boring. So I'm going to end that. Click done. And we're done. So this is a pretty robust app. It's a little on the pricey side compared to some other prompting apps that are out there, but the incorporation of the audio, video, and picture prompting really makes this app a winner for us. We use it a bunch at Imagine, and we look forward to using it more and more great features coming from these guys.